Hello and welcome to Finextra TV. I'm Alex Lippic and you join us at the Diebold Nixdorf Intersect 2026 event here in Cannes. And I'm delighted to be joined in the studio by Samo Kumar, CEO of Bankart, and we're going to be discussing fraud and POS financing. Samo, a real pleasure to have you in the studio. A warm welcome to you.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
Start off by setting the scene, if I may. Is the rise in POS financing pushing us towards phone-first payments? Let's start there.
I would argue that phone first is actually already happening and has happened, so the debate that the phone first is going to come is actually obsolete already. If you look in the past, there used to be like a transaction that you did with, of course, money, then a card. Some of the countries basically skipped from money to phones directly, especially Africa, Southeast Asia. But it's more about experience. So previously you had a payment instrument, which was a card. Now this is a payment experience with a phone. And it all converges on a phone, actually. So I think we're there already.
And how should the industry adapt to manage these fraudulent risks that we've spoken about?
Fraud is growing exponentially, and I think that we are currently just partially addressing it. You know, fraudsters are collaborating and communicating on a higher level than the banks and the banking community is actually to fight against it. So this is not a competitive advantage of a bank anymore. So the community should be, of course, broadened. Everything is happening real time, instantly. POS financing, either if it's at a physical point of sale or an e-commerce, it happens instantly. So AI for sure needs to be embedded more. Community as such needs to collaborate more. Those facts are for certain. And of course, the tools with which we detect, it's not just factual based, it's not just transaction based. It's building profiles, but not building it once, but continuously improving it from all the data around the user, but not just the user, because a lot of fraud actually happens, especially online, on the merchant side, where you have fake merchants, etc. So you have to somehow manage both, and it's not easy.
Yeah, really fascinating insight. And how can firms ensure that they don't rely too heavily on partners?
This is actually a strategic question, how to position something centrally, which is, of course, your moat, your competitive advantage, as something that you have internally and then build a network around it. So especially in the banking sector, they used to say, we have vendor management. It's not vendor management anymore. It's like ecosystem orchestration. You need to be very cautious about, are you a part of somebody else's ecosystem? Or do you manage your competitive advantage and manage your ecosystem? So it's a strategic debate. It's not easy to answer to. There's no yes or no, no right and wrong. So it depends on your size, on your strategy. It's not an easy answer.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how things develop. But in the meantime, I want to thank you so much for your time, Samo, and I'll let you get back to the busy event. But thank you ever so much. Great speaking with you.
Of course. Thank you for having me.